So for my current event, I chose an article from Biomed Central, specifically their Nutrition and Metabolism section of their journal collection. The article was entitled Effects of a Short-Term Dietary Supplementation with Phytosterols, Red Yeast Rice, or Both on Lipid Pattern in Moderately Hypercholesteremic Subjects, a 3-arm, double-blind, randomized clinical trial. So to summarize what happened, some scientists at the University of Bologna in Italy studied the effects of plant sterols, red yeast rice, or both in people with high cholesterol. They studied 90 people with high cholesterol, and they separated them into 3 groups. One group they treated with 800 milligrams of phytosterols, another group with 5 milligrams of monocolins red yeast extract, and another group with a combination of both for 8 weeks. This was done after, I believe, a 2-week period of some encouraged exercise and dietary changes to kind of help theoretically bring everyone to a closer level. So what they found was that the phytosterols alone were not super effective in lowering the LDL cholesterol and apolipoprotein B, which is 2 of the parameters specifically that they were looking at. They found that the red yeast extract was effective in lowering the LDL cholesterol and apolipoprotein B. And then they found that the combination of both the red yeast extract and the phytosterols was the most effective in lowering LDL cholesterol and apolipoprotein B. So from this, they can conclude that maybe a supplement with the phytosterols and the red yeast extract can help improve your cholesterol overall and other markers such as the apolipoprotein B. And it's really well tolerated, so it could be used either as an alternative for people who have high cholesterol or, I think, in conjunction. But they mentioned, their conclusion just mentions that it could be used as an alternative for people with moderately high cholesterol. So the relevance of this article, basically what it all means, is that apolipoprotein helps the LDL synthesize cholesterol esters, which then gets distributed to the peripheral cells. And this process is how basically plaque builds up in your arteries. That's what that is. So this is really relevant for people with high cholesterol or people who are just at risk or looking to take something preventative. Because there's no side effects from these. That differs from traditional cholesterol medicine, which, for example, my mom has been avoiding like the plague because all of her friends complain about the side effects and she is very hesitant, so this is relevant for me specifically. Overall, I did some research on my own on the red yeast extract, and some work does need to be done. Since the USDA has this hands-off approach with most supplements, there have been some problems with purity and there are a lot of consistency issues as well. So if the USDA begins to take some nutraceuticals, such as taking these phytosterols or taking this red yeast extract, or even beyond that, if they begin to take these as serious alternatives rather than just hands-off and ongoing straight to the regular medicines, this could really benefit the public. So I am hoping that they would take that route. Beyond that, they also mentioned the discussion that they wish the study could have been longer. It was only 8 weeks, so it's hard to tell what this would be like long term. And beyond that, like pretty much all studies, not all, but many times when you read these studies, a larger scope would really help. It's hard to make conclusive, what's the word I'm looking for? It's hard to draw a definite conclusion without a much larger population. So overall, I think it's great. This is, of course, just to be very clear, this is directly relevant to what we're learning right now in lipids. We have a whole section where we're learning about cholesterol. I'm going to post some pictures that really help me understand the interaction between the LDL and the apolipoprotein B. I'll be on the discussion forum intermittently throughout the day answering any questions, especially Dr. Herman if you have any questions. I'm sure you'll be looking for some clarification about the LDL and the apolipoprotein B, and I'm happy to post a quick follow-up. I can't guarantee it'll be as well catered as this one, but I will definitely post a follow-up video if you guys have any questions that are maybe harder to answer via text. All right.